But it's just Shane Dawson shows it in such a way that Shane Dawson is also creating a perspective to see it.
And it makes sense for the first part to be that biased. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new to our channel, welcome. We like new people. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. We are doing our reaction, a follow-up reaction video to The Mind of Jake Paul. We did our reaction to the extended trailer. Now we're trying to do the trying with the actual word, because we tried like 3 times now, trying to react to the actual video that came out, the first part of the video.
Yeah, Shane Dawson, the full 40-minute Mind of Jake Paul video.
Exactly, so that came out and we're going to give you guys our reaction to it. We've already watched it like 3 times already, and we're gonna tell you what we think.
Exactly. Yeah.
First things first, I need to say I'm a psychology student, and also because I'm studying
psychology of art.
Yeah, the psychology of art now. And what I would like to first say, we wrote notes down here, taking this shit seriously.
Yes.
First thing we have to say, like, watching this entire video, tell me if you agree, honey, or all of you guys, get the sense of, like, it's almost agreed on already that Jake Paul is a sociopath. Let's first address that.
Yes. Well, what I think about that is they already want the audience to peg him as a particular thing. That the video was made to point you in a very specific direction. Make you think of a very specific thing.
God, you say that
so that they can change your perspective and shock you
and shock you later on. Fuck yes, you said that amazingly. Cause think about it, at the beginning at 1 minute 30, yeah, he shows the original them like being also young and cute. It's like it's like showing the person who knows, let's say like someone who watched Jake Paul before, yeah, and you've never seen them as young people, like that fucking shocks you.
It's like being shown a baby photo or something.
Like being shown someone's baby photo and like, oh my god, they're gonna change to be this quote-unquote awful person. No, by the way, disclaimer, we love Shane Dawson. Jake Paul, don't give a shit about him. Yeah, so, and from the first minute, 1 minute 30, they show the original them to shock you.
Yes, exactly, like, to give you an innocent first start for all that corruption to be piled on.
Piled onto, like, look how sweet and innocent they started out, and look at that, and it already, it's like, I would not want to use the word manipulation, but it's kind of already manipulating.
I don't think there's any other word for it at this point. At
yeah,
this level.
It is like intentionally put there to manipulate the audience into having that perspective without really telling you to.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like they've changed. Because what other reason was it there to put that footage in there other than to show that they've changed?
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
To show like they used to be shy, nervous, nice people.
Exactly, and also that's testimony to good full filmography. Yeah. So also continuing at 2 minutes 29.
Remember, it was when Shane said, well, this is something I thought I'd never see on my phone.
Oh yeah, because I was like, yeah, that minute where he got like that was the beginning. It's like he showed the message of them. I'm like,
after he tweeted that he'd love to do work with Jake Paul, and then he's like, oh my god, I never thought I'd see Jake Paul on my phone.
Reply to me. But what I picked up from that is like it's trying to take away the character, like trying to take away the people from the character. So with him saying like, oh my god, I never thought I would have seen Jake Paul on my phone or something, it's taking away the fact that Shane Dawson is this huge YouTuber that deserves respect, and Jake Paul is this other also big YouTuber that deserves respect, that they'll have mutual respect for each other.
Exactly.
Him just being surprised that he replied, that takes away that and just only makes us, the viewers, see the character of Shane Dawson who stays at home with his dogs and cats.
Yeah.
And the character of Jake Paul, this extreme person, and that is what you're meant to take from it, and that how he helps you execute it. Yes, and that further emphasizes who Jake Paul is, or they're trying to portray him
how big
as. He is. Yeah, and how kind of it's kind of like and how different basically Shane is from Jake.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
They're like polar opposites.
And that goes back into what we were saying, like it's this video, even the tone of it itself at the beginning is already biased. It's biased, okay? The video is biased against Jake Paul.
So is everyone, because that's the popular opinion.
That's the popular opinion, and it makes sense for the first part to be that biased. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's literally like, is he a sociopath? Like,
it's matching the opinion of everyone who's wondering. Everyone who's watching these videos probably already thinks that because they've heard all of the news.
And there's like little ways of like the little things that Shane was putting in there without us realizing, like without you guys realizing.
The edits, the noises, the way it's done.
Exactly. You know? And of course Jake Paul will reply to Shane Dawson. It's fucking Shane Dawson. Who's not gonna reply to him? Do you know what I mean? If you think about, like, if you don't think about how big he days and you only think about Shane Dawson, the character, of course Jake Paul wouldn't reply to Shane Dawson. But like, Shane Dawson is not just a character.
Yeah, he is. I think it's like if some random person sent a letter to the Queen, they wouldn't expect one back. But if it was like a king of another country sent a letter to the Queen, they'd be like, oh my god, it's the Queen, I never thought I'd get a reply. But you're on the same level.
Yeah, or you understand. Well put, my love. So, and then around 4:30,
yep,
Shane is talking on the phone, not talking on the phone, he's listening to the voice note.
Yes, that's it.
And what we got from that, it's like, what like Jake Paul is, we get it, he's meant to be a sociopath. Yeah, that's what you're saying. But then why is he being painted as sympathetic in this? To me, that's why it came off.
It counteracts what the phone call counteracts what the point that the other point they were trying to make.
At all, or any other points that have been made throughout the entire video. Because
there was just one but also I think he probably knew that that phone call was going to be recorded, or that message going to be recorded, and so he's just like, for all the viewers, he's like, oh, I don't want you to get in trouble, you know, I don't want you to.
Oh,
it's,
can I give my perspective?
Of course, yeah.
Why would they paint him as sympathetic? And the reason I'm saying he's being painted as sympathetic, it's because he's caring about Shane and saying, I don't want you to get in trouble. But the characteristics of a sociopath that have been described throughout this entire video is not someone who would care about someone, let's say like Shane, who they don't know that much. Do you know what I mean? That is also setting you up to not be surprised later on when it turns out he's not that of a douche. Yeah,
he's gonna cry at some point. Every single person cries on camera with Shane, and that's how they get their redemption story.
But as well, what you said, honey, makes sense of like, maybe he knew he was being recorded, so he had to say those nice things.
That's true.
That goes in like manipulation.
And the thing is, you can't tell yet. You just don't know yet.
You just don't know yet. And guys, please be nice in this video, because this is not us trying to attack Shane or anyone. This is our perspective of what's happening so far, literally what we are taking from it.
Exactly. Yeah, we're just trying to interpret it and maybe show what.
Oh my god, we wrote here, is Jake or Shane the real manipulator?
That was just like.
I think Shane is not a manipulator. He's just a filmographer.
No, but I think it was the thing is that they were talking all about Jake Paul's ability to manipulate, and what was that group, that 10 gang on?
Team 10.
Team 10. All that. You know, it's all interchanged. But just showing how he manipulates all of them and how he creates this whole world. Jake Paul does. But it's just Shane Dawson shows it in such a way that Shane Dawson is also creating a perspective to see it from.
Exactly, he's also giving you his own perspective from it. It's not something that's bare.
It's manipulating, Shane Dawson manipulating you into believing Jake Paul is manipulative because of how he manipulates people. Yeah. And it's just, you're not sure how many levels it goes up, and you could be like, somewhere in there being manipulated.
And the thing is, like, we see, because like we analyze shit so much, like we do. And also we go on to 6 minutes 39. This is when like it's like a montage of Tana and Jeffree Star, and that's and we wrote here that he was comparing Jake Paul to those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like this was trying to paint of an image of like, look at these people, you didn't want me to work with them, you didn't want me to do these things with them, but look what
now everyone loves them.
Like Jeffree Star.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
People were so mad at him, but like the Secret Life of Jeffree Star came out, and that like opened everyone's eyes to all the struggles he was going through, and people, despite all the people who are like, oh, Shane, don't do it, blah blah, Jeffree Star is a racist, da da da, everyone came out like, oh,
everyone changed their mind.
Everyone changed their mind.
Everyone.
Exactly. And to me, I feel like it's really funny that he made that comparison. It's putting them on the same plane.
Exactly, but when you think about it, it's also footage of all of them interacting with Shane. It's showing how Shane has done this thing with all of them. It's not just about the previous controversial people.
Is good.
Shane's like, oh, it's like, you know, he was saying there, it's like he's worried that he's too honest and too forgiving, and then there's footage of him showing.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a footage. That was at 8 minutes 32. He was tagging. He was hugging Hannah.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Tana.
that saying.
Said Hannah.
He was
hugging Tana more. Tana. That's showing like, I'm too forgiving, I'm too sympathetic. That shows that he agrees with us. He agrees with you guys who watched the video and said like you were being too lenient on her. That's him saying like, I get you guys, I hear you, but I did what I did at the point. Like, you can't take it back.
Yeah.
That's what we got from it.
Yeah, I think so.
Guys, and the next thing we picked up is him saying like he doesn't know the difference between Jake and Logan Paul, which is a very like, it's everyone.
Dismissive.
It's very very dismissive, but like that's everyone does it. Like I didn't know the fucking difference between them, you didn't. Like it's they sound the same, but that's also very like identifying with the audience.
It's just seeing siblings.
Yeah.
The human brain recognizes similarity in
and also no, I want to say it's like that's this is my psychology coming out. That's that's Shane Dawson saying like I'm going in this like you with fresh eyes, with fresh ears, and I'm learning something new. Him saying like I don't even know the difference between them. That's what to me that conveys that.
Oh, he's saying like he's not a fan.
He's not a fan. He's
not
saying,
really biased.
Exactly, he's saying he's like us. He's going in with fresh ears, fresh eyes to just know.
Yeah.
So he's not biased in any way or shape or form.
Yeah.
It's purely psychological, trying to study what's happening.
But as someone who has an older brother like Jake Paul, every younger brother hates being compared to their brother, and it happens all the time to me, and it's really annoying. And I bet that really annoyed Jake Paul.
Oh yeah, at 9:45, guys, they were trying to define what a sociopath is.
They were getting it wrong, or wrong-ish.
Let's Google sociopath meaning.
Because they made it very vague. I guess
the definition of sociopath is a person with personality disorder manifesting itself in extreme antisocial attitudes and behavior. That is literally of every. That's of every mental personality disorder. I think that's... It's extreme antisocial attitudes and behavior. That's what people with like mental health.
That's not a medical description. That's the dictionary Google description.
Okay. Guys, let me give you my psychology definition. Okay, let me first tell you a difference between, because people confuse psychopath and sociopath. Yeah, when someone is a psychopath, yeah, most of the time or all of the time they have a brain, like it has to do with their brain chemistry being a little bit off. Yeah, they legitimately cannot comprehend emotions, or like they get pleasures. If they fuck, they're gonna feel good because that's something you can't control. It's like sensors in your brain. They're just gonna work. But
neurotransmitters.
There's no emotional connection. They just can't comprehend wanting to cuddle and feeling like that's nice. That is not there. That's the difference.
Yeah.
If a puppy comes and be like all happy and cute on you, when someone is a psychopath, from definitely they would not.
You might stroke it because you know you're supposed to.
You're supposed to. That's what you would do. You stroke it because you're supposed to stroke it, and that's good for the animal, but not because you get any pleasure from it. That's what it is. And with a sociopath is a normal human person like me or you or anyone, but they choose to ignore their conscious.
Is it that they're capable of choosing it, or
they're capable of ignoring it? Let's just say, because with a normal person who's an empath, you feel extremely bad doing something bad. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you stole, your guilt will never let you get away with it.
I know, it sucks. It's really inconvenient.
Yeah, but with people with psychopathologic
or sociopath,
sociopathic, that's what I meant to say, tendencies, can easily ignore that. They understand and comprehend the emotion. They understand and comprehend making someone feel sad. When a psychopath, when they made you cry, they're not gonna understand why you're crying. Like what? But a sociopath will understand why they made you cry, but still choose to make you cry.
You're saying all the really shitty stuff about Jake Paul, but also is saying like, is he a sociopath or is it an act? Either way, it's bad. Because if it's an act, then he's abusing people during his act, and if that's the real him, then he's an actual sociopath. So it's a lose-lose situation.
But the thing is, like, if he's an actual sociopath, instead of people being like, oh, you're a sociopath, just needs like a psychological help, like therapies. Because like, if you're a sociopath, it's like a personality disorder. You can't control it.
Yeah.
People have to understand that when someone is like, even if someone is horrible or bad, lashing at them and telling them you're horrible or bad does not help.
Yeah.
Recognizing that let's say they can't control who they are, but you could help them deal with that situation, be better people. That's all you could do. Do you know what I mean? But this is kind of like, the video just seems kind of like, let's find out he's a psychopath. Yeah. But then what else? And this is around 16 minutes 19. Yeah. The team 10 gang, as you said it.
The 10 gang, yeah.
This is when they were talking about how, which was so interesting to us, about how people are perhaps paying to be in that entire thing.
Yeah, it's like a popularity thing. It's like this whole house where celebrities, like non-YouTubers and stuff, models and actors and stuff, will pay Jake Paul to go in and get a YouTube career.
Which
I mean, it's works.
It's smart. But like, I would not do it personally, but like, you know, go ahead, get your coin. But what I was thinking with that is like, that entire shebang of describing of the Team 10 process just seems like someone who is a narcissist and not a sociopath.
Yeah, it's like
sociopath.
You're just letting yourself be just completely surrounded by people who are paying to be friends with you. You got to be a narcissist for that.
Exactly, it's really narcissistic, and I like what Rylan was right. It's narcissistic rather than sociopathology. Because when sociopath is more with manipulating someone. But if you're literally telling someone there's a contract, sign it, I'm gonna take it. There's no lying. You're telling.
Exactly.
them.
He took 20% of each of them, and there were 10 of them. Imagine that's 2 people's worth of revenue just from that.
And the thing is like the thing is like if he's being honest and telling you like we're gonna take your money, that is a narcissist because he's already like he's positioning himself as a boss, higher, and all these things. Not saying like sociopaths would not do these things, but it's more narcissistic tendencies.
Yeah.
And as someone who is a sociopath, it's more manipulation. It's more like devious manipulation. But like, what does Jake Paul have to manipulate for? He gets the views he wants from doing this stunts. The people willingly pay and sign shit. Who is he being mischievous around?
Exactly. Who is he actually abusing? Is he abusing the people who are paying him? Because that is definitely wrong.
That is definitely wrong. But like, I feel like to me, for what it looks like, he's being totally honest with these people. They're coming in. We're coming in, Team 10. We'll pay our money.
And they
sign the contract.
Mind.
Get the stuff that we want to pay. That is not sociopath manipulation. That is narcissistic, just wanting people that are gonna agree with you. That is just corporate.
Just being a corporate douchebag, basically. There's plenty of that all over the place.
Exactly.
It's just he's the most popular person in the world and a corporate douchebag.
Not in the world.
Well, you know what I mean.
Do you know, guys? I hope you can understand what we're trying to say. Because like, if a psychopath would be like someone in your real life who's just trying to manipulate people into like, I don't know. I don't even know fucking examples. He just sounds like a business. Like how we said in our trailer reaction, like it's a business, and hopefully we find that out in the next things to come.
Even this series, series going into his life is a business. There's all that's
even
what
the boxing match was a business for them.
Exactly. So you got to take everything with a pinch of salt and see how does it profit them to see.
And also the things like these people are Disney. Disney is the biggest corporation.
I've genuinely forgot they were Disney.
They were from Disney.
I had no idea.
I feel like they're using all the Disney kid manipulation bullshit. To me, I feel like they're just working as a smaller Disney YouTube thing. Also, the thing that we liked was Jenna Marbles being in it.
Yes. What was up with that?
It also has to do with like manipulating the audience in a way. Like Shane doing that.
What was she actually doing in the video?
She was just emphasizing the point that Jake is a douche by saying like, oh, I used to think he's fine by him doing this. I'm done with him. But the fact that is coming from Jenna Marbles, who is loved by everyone and trusts her, you're gonna cling on to that, like.
Yeah.
Isn't that classic?
Yes, that's.
Of course, get Jenna.
That's getting someone on your side. That's getting a big contender on your side.
And if you get Jenna Marbles to say it, everyone is gonna be, look, Jenna Marbles said it's true.
And also, there's another interesting point. It was talking about how if he's a sociopath on YouTube, who else is, and is there a lot of them? Yeah, I'm just trying to think who else, because I don't. There's no one apart from Logan who's exactly the same.
I feel like it's easy. It's probably like every few people is a sociopath. It's a mental disorder. Like, we are people. YouTubers are people, and like where there is people, you're gonna find things.
And let's be honest, YouTube. For those of you who don't know, YouTube is a full-time job, and it sits in your mind
everything you don't like.
It affects you.
The things that we know we're big as these people are. We're relatively small, but still, you wake up, YouTube.
And it's even if you take a week's holiday, you'll be thinking, oh, I wonder how my channel will be doing.
Exactly.
And how all of the downward sloping.
But we didn't change it. That's the thing. Also, we want to emphasize one thing we picked out to emphasize the point of the narcissism is they put a footage of him like up on the van, like making all that van thing. But like that is not a sociopath thing. That is more of a narcissistic person who wants attention.
Yeah, he was there for an interview, and you know, if you're just gonna go and talk on camera, and that's interviewee enough, but he decided to cause a scene, stand on top of the news van, do all that kind of stuff just to take it a step further, do the stupid thing, do the impulsive.
If you guys want an actual examples of like the sociopaths, people like mob bosses, those are actually sociopaths. And also throughout the entire thing, like people kept on jumping to conclusion, like, who is Jake Paul? Sociopath. Like this guy, the Nabia. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. The guy that Shane was talking to the British guy.
Oh yeah.
What I got from it is like Shane asked him like, oh, why would you like to see me ask him that, and then he's like, who is he? Is that a real person? And then Shane was like, is he a sociopath? Immediately they just jumped to, is he a sociopath?
They had pre-prepared stuff.
It's like they had editing, videoing like in mind with this first part. It's like we have to put sociopath is the overarching theme.
We need to cause all kinds of doubt, so many potential.
Exactly, but there is
not
anything in this video that gives me a reason to believe Jake is a sociopath. And I've been studying psychology since GCSE.
Yeah.
A lot of years. So 6 years of plus of me studying psychology. There you go. Yeah, another interesting thing to conclude this they put in is which I'm looking forward to is the ex-manager's
his perspective
because they put him at the beginning. No, they put him in the trailer. Him saying like, oh, secret camera, But that's the thing. He's presented in this. Oh god, it's blood everywhere. He's presented in this thing, in this first part, as if he's like the person who was close to Jake.
He's the key. He's the
key. But in the trailer, he's presented as this person who's against Jake. Intrigue. He's a very smart man.
He is very smart. That's like another trailer, and each episode
is a trailer.
Each episode will be a crazy roller coaster followed by a trailer for the next one.
I feel like each episode is a trailer itself. So guys, hopefully you liked our. It's like we're trying to do reactions a bit differently because you guys don't like. We're confused. You don't want us to sit and just watch the video, but also you don't want us to pause it. So we don't know what to do. So we're trying something different like this.
I think is that everyone wants something different, but we can do our best to please as many people.
So many people hated us on that fucking Captain Marvel film. What for? If you like this video, give it a like and thumbs up. And what else?
Subscribe, that's probably the most important. And hit the bell icon.
Please, one thing is like, if you subscribe, make sure to hit the bell icon because there's no point subscribing and not hitting that bell icon because you won't see the videos anyway.
No one is able to see their subscriptions anymore.
No
YouTube doesn't work that way anymore.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Like, I legit have to, now I have to go back to my subscription thing. So if I see someone I haven't seen in a long while and I was subscribed to, you have to
search them out again.
Yeah, exactly. You have to click like no bell thing if you want to see things from people.
I know, it's really depressing.
Like, people are not even just saying this for the fuck of it, it's true. It's turning out to be actually a good video.
Yeah.
After that I wanted to cry like 50 times. I legit wanted to cry when this video would not work out.